It's the SportsZone Unfiltered, brought to you by HEB.
SportsZone Unfiltered on the KUBE. Paul Gallant, John Lopez, and from theblondside.com at Jayme Lamm on Twitter. We got Jayme Lamm in the house. What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Doing okay.
I mean, her first name's not at. Her name is Jayme Lamm, but we'll call her.
She is a robot from the internet.
I feel like everybody's first name is at.
Everyone's first name is at. Catch us up on what's been going on, and we got some sports to talk about with you. But I know Blondside's busy, and you've been busy.
Yeah. We interviewed Whitney Merciless last week. He's got an upcoming foundation, the Merciless Foundation. Good name. And then a couple of the Dash players interviewed them over at the stadium about their road to Rio.
Good deal. Yeah. Olympics.
Yes.
Olympics, that's going to be fun. What's not fun is this Dwight Howard saga. We don't know if he's going to leave. He's doing interventions on TNT with Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley. What did you make of that sit-down that he had on national TV?
Well, like in true Dwight form, he's always smiling, so he didn't seem that upset. I mean, between like 23 million and 30 million, there's
lots to smile about.
Yeah. So I don't blame him. I mean, I think Harden's a tough guy to get along with. I think Houston is a tough town to play sports in. I mean, if we're just being frank. And, you know, he didn't come out with very good numbers this season, that's for sure.
Well, and they were also, I thought the best part, the biggest takeaway of that interview was that it was just enlightening to what Daryl Morey had previously said. Like a couple of weeks ago, Daryl Morey says, look, people are planting these stories, you know, everybody's happy and healthy, it's all dandelions and, you know, lilacs, you know, and all this other stuff. Everybody's holding hands and singing together.
They smell nice.
Yeah, right? Well, it's not. Because in that interview that you just talked about, Dwight Howard was asked about James Harden. He goes, well, we could be better, and I'm paraphrasing. And then he was asked about, you know, can they get along? And he goes, well, sometimes I checked out of games. Anybody else admits on national TV that he checked out in games would have been roasted. But because people realize there were issues and friction in the locker room, that he can get away with it. It was very enlightening that there were problems this year.
Well, and I think given Dwight's on-court persona, he can't deny that he's checked out. But when it comes to a playoff push or a big game, it's not all smiles, you know? And sometimes he was checked out, and it was very clear. It was very obvious. So.
I thought it was interesting how he brought up, though, you guys rag on me when I'm smiling. You guys rag on me because I'm not smiling. Yeah. What do you want from me?
Right.
I think you should
to
just
make free throws?
Right. Well, that would help. That would certainly help. That's for sure.
Well, and also context. No one, I mean, Russell Westbrook smiles. Just never on a basketball court.
I'm scared of him.
He is a terror, and that's what you want to see, those guys that play hungry when it matters.
Absolutely.
Right. So we know that about Dwight Howard. What we don't know is who the next Rockets head coach is going to be. For all we know, it could be me. I applied.
Everybody else is interviewed.
Can you actually apply for that? I mean,
I think you can.
Blonde side being blonde.
No,
may as well.
Go on like monster.com and
send an email. dmorey@rocketball.com.
Oh, you love that. Or just tweet him. That's what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't
Dear
respond to me.
Les Alexander.
Yeah.
It's me, Paul. I'd really like a job. Just pay me some money, please. I want to pay the bills.
He likes dogs, so if you have dogs, that can be your in.
Big animal lover.
Cat guy. Oh, well. Nothing wrong with being a cat guy at all. Now, we shift over from, apparently these two people aren't the fans of cat people, but I don't think many people in town are the biggest fans of Carlos Gomez. Bam, transition.
Yeah.
He has been struggling with the Astros along with a lot of other players in the lineup. Did you know?
Struggling in life in general.
Yeah, not so good. Did you know that there's only 2 guys on the Astros that are batting .248 or above?
And, is that right?
Yes.
Who are they?
They are Jose Altuve
Okay.
and Carlos Correa. Everyone else, .248 and down.
How many of them have broken bats over their legs?
Yeah, that's true, too.
A fit of frustration.
That's very difficult to do, I'd imagine. And it would hurt.
I didn't think he was strong enough to do that.
I didn't either. I thought that's the first thing I thought of.
When people, I was like,
I think Bo Jackson, you know, he can break a log.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think Gomez could have done
Well,
that.
and I mean, kudos to him for even trying to do that, because how embarrassing of a sports clip would that be if he went to break it and it just was like,
Now, you played college softball.
I did.
You ever bend that aluminum bat over your helmet?
No.
See, that would probably give a concussion, which is frowned upon.
Yeah.
Well, that would do it.
I didn't do much with my bat, which is why I didn't play very
That's why
long.
you're sitting here now.
Let's be honest.
But you're all about adventures. We talked about the Blonde Side earlier, and it's a really cool website, and we like having you on here.
Thanks.
You're all about the adventures. What has been? You've been to Belize since we last talked. You've done a lot since we've last talked.
Went to Dublin for St. Paddy's Day, which was amazing, but it wasn't as crazy as you would think it would.
Not as crazy as in this country.
Yeah, no, and I didn't realize this, but so they have their big festival, their big parade, and they don't serve alcohol within a mile of the parade until 4 p.m.
That seems counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very family-friendly type thing, but the difference, I feel like here, at least in the States, we do St. Patty's Day at like 6 a.m. We start doing that. Over there, they start at like 10 p.m.
It's a late
thing.
day.
So, and I'm too old for that. I don't stay up that late.
That's very interesting. Yeah, Americans, we love our country.
We do St. Patty's Day better than the Irish and Cinco de Mayo better than the Mexicans.
But it's mostly because we just drink a lot of alcohol.
That's exactly right.
But we're a family-friendly program, and we do not suggest that you do that.
At least take an Uber if you do.
Yes, very good point by Jayme Lamm. Jayme Lamm, theblondside.com, and at Jayme Lamm on Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to wrap up the show as we always do with our champs and our chumps. I have never seen a player as demoralizing as this fella. He is my champ. We'll get to those chumps as well. Stay tuned at SportsZone Unfiltered on the Cube.
Don't go anywhere. The SportsZone Unfiltered will continue after the break.